Hey guys, so today all I'm gonna do for this vlog is recap US Nationals. It was a 3-day Rubik's Cube competition in Portland, Oregon. I competed in several events. Two of those events, in fact the only two I really cared about all that much, were Rubik's Cube one-handed and Rubik's Cube solved in fewest moves, also known as FMC Fewest Moves Challenge. I broke my personal best averages in both events, but not single solves. For one-handed, I got a 13.61, average of 5, and for fewest moves, I got a mean of 3 of 29.67 turns. Moves. They call them moves. I call them turns sometimes. I don't ever do that. I call them moves. Anyway, my goals for the competition were to get a sub 30 mean of 3 for FMC and a sub 14 mean of 5. Not a mean, it's an average. There's a slight difference in cubing in case you don't know. An average means they drop your highest and lowest time and average the middle 3. A mean just means they take 3 solves and average them all. I'm sure you already knew that though, because most of you are cubers. Anyway, I accomplished my goals, so that's good. It was a good competition. It's really bright right here. I came in 6th place overall for fewest moves and 11th overall for one-handed, so those are both good. It's kind of funny, I've been practicing fewest moves for like a month and a half now, whereas I've been practicing one-handed for like years, and I'm way better at fewest moves relative to everyone else in the world than I am at one-handed. It's kind of funny. Speaking of things relative to everyone else in the world, I am now in the top 50 in the world for fewest moves single solve, fewest moves mean of 3, and one-handed average of 5. Not one-handed single. Working on it. Speaking of one-handed single, there was one quite disappointing thing about the competition, and that was when I failed to get a sub 10-second one-handed solve because my cube broke on the last 3 turns or something. It was quite annoying, but didn't stop me from moving on to the final round because that happened in the semifinal. Or no, that happened the round before the semifinal. So even though that happened and it gave me quite a bad average, it did not stop me from advancing to the semifinal, so I was able to make it into the final eventually and get 11th place, which I was pretty happy with. I met a ton of cool people, a lot of you. Some of you said chopsticks, I appreciate it. Not everyone saw the vlog though where I said to say chopsticks until after Nats because they were like at Nats when it came out, which I totally understand it, don't worry about it. Another notable occurrence was Chris Tran's ZZCT seminar, in which the world finally learned about the greatness of ZZCT from someone other than myself and Chris Tran. I mean, actually it was from Chris Tran, but anyway, people posted it on their YouTube channels and stuff, so they found it all over the place. Now everyone's talking about it, and it's great. I'm still working on it. I'm actually starting to work really hard on learning ZZCT, so yeah, expect to see me doing that in competition very soon. Oh, I also got a multi-blind personal best of 4 out of 4. I was pretty happy with that. That was my goal, and then I tried a 6 out of 6, but I only ended up getting 3 out of 6 solved. That's where you, memorize multiple cubes and then try to solve them blindfolded, so my 4 out of 4 means I memorized and solved 4 cubes, and my attempted 6 out of 6, which was only a 3 out of 6, means I memorized 6 cubes, only managed to solve 3 of them. Also got a PB in 5x5 single, square 1 single, square 1 average of 5, and maybe some other events? I don't really remember. But yeah, that's about it. Now that I've accomplished my main goals of sub 14 one-handed and sub 30 for FMC, I'm gonna have to come up with some new goals. I guess my next goal would be to get a sub 14 average with ZZCT, which is what I'm learning for 3x3, and maybe a sub 10 3x3 two-handed average with ZZCT, which I think is definitely possible. And for fewest moves, I guess I'm just going for a better single than 25, and really just breaking my PB, I'd be happy with that. So yeah, I guess I'm just going for PBs now for fewest moves, trying to improve that rank. Shoutouts to everyone who won all the events. Kevin Hayes, NAR 5x5 single. He also won 5x5 through 7x7. Lucas Etter won 3x3. Bill Wang won 4x4. Other people won other events. I don't really remember them all. But yeah, congratulations to everyone who won, and I hope I'll see you next year, or before that. Also, I'm hoping to see more of you using ZZCT in the future because it's awesome, and I'm gonna prove it to you by getting good with it. Hopefully, maybe, we'll see. Anyway, that's all for this vlog. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you tomorrow.